Hey, what's up everybody? So today's video, we're going to be looking at our Bitcoin miners. I don't want to waste any time, but we are looking right now at BTC first. Take a look at that. And if you haven't seen my video on the BTC fractal, which I covered in my last video yesterday about how this fractal right here in green can go all the way up here and look like it's making its way up here to a $70,000 Bitcoin towards the end of May here. So we are seeing the price action fluctuating within this same area of support and resistance here. So if you want to check out more about that video, all the exact price targets, check it out. It's going to be at the end of this video, or you can just like and subscribe and check on my recent videos. It's there too. But if this is true, this fractal comes out and plays out, we do see our Bitcoin miners going in that same exact direction here. Well, let's look at this, just the price target here. Once we reach that 70K, would be a 35% move. And remember that when we make 35% moves or any type of move for Bitcoin, the Bitcoin miners make 3 times that. So we could see a 90% move in some of these Bitcoin miners. Now, it's not guaranteed just yet, but we're going to take a look at the charts on why there are some bullish patterns here forming. Let's take a look at Mara first. Let's zoom in here, and we look like we actually were creating this symmetrical triangle here. We had a fake out, breaking up here to our all-time high at $58, coming back a huge drop here in the price and finding support in this area here where we found support previous times before. Right here, and right here, and also looks like right here as well. So this is very crucial support that we hold. If we do not hold this support, we could drop down here to the $24 to $25 range. $28 to $25 range, and then down here again towards our $18 range. But we do see a lot of institutional support here because one Marathon did its offering. It did a private offering to some institutions for around that $20 price range. So we do see that as crucial support here in this area right here for $20. But all right, if we do break out from this pattern to the downside, we could see a price target here at $25 for Mara. But let's zoom in a little closer and see what's been going on in the past couple of days. So in my last couple of videos, let's take a look on the hourly real quick. I did mention that we were having a ascending triangle formation where we're having a lower low, higher low, and then we have this horizontal resistance here at the top. And this was really hard resistance for Mara's price to hold here. Kept getting rejected at the $37 mark, 37. We had a huge bearish head right here, this wick that went up to almost $40, touched it for a second, and then got quickly rejected. Our body count actually did not even close above the $38 price target of resistance here. So we ended up actually breaking this to the downside. If we look here, our price target was the top of the resistance here to the bottom of this ascending support. We put it here right where the breakout was in this area, and we hit that spot perfect, exactly right here. And then we went back up and started to retest this area here of resistance in the past couple of days. And so we broke down from this target of $36 all the way back down to $32, and we are making our way back up. If we look at this a little bit further here on the 1 hourly, we are looking like we're making a sort of a mini W pattern right here where we're forming a lot of price consolidation between the $35 to $33 range here, where we were trying to break out. We slightly got above it, but we ended up coming back in and trading in the same exact range we were doing for the last like 2 weeks. So now we got to go back up here, retest this area of $35. Remember, once we break around $35.50 and we cement this as support, this area, we can retest this area here at $37.72, ultimately making that, and then our next price target would be this $43 range. And what's exciting about taking control of this $38 resistance and flipping it as support is because we are creating a huge W pattern reversal formation here. A lot of these Bitcoin miners you're going to be noticing have in my video have these W patterns that are forming out because the dump has been on for too long, right? They are seeing how much they can push the price down, and it's not looking like they can push it down any further, especially right now since Bitcoin is rallying. It is back up to $57,000. Remember, it has to cement 57.5K in order for it to keep its momentum up to that 60K target, which has been a huge resistance for just months. But we do see this W pattern here forming, right? We have a lower low and a higher low. Our lower low was supported here by the support box here at the $28 range. Probably the best time to get in right here was always at these points where we have that massive support. But if we do break out from this W pattern, our target price would be, let's take a look at that. Let's measure it. Would be from the top of the neckline to one of the bottoms. I'm gonna be conservative and use the higher low. But if we do find a breakout here, we do see our price target at the $44 range. So exactly where we would find resistance. So this would be a good time to sell. Yet again, not financial advice, but once we find in areas of strong resistance like this, you see how we just made massive move back to the downside. I'm not saying we might get a huge rejection from this point, but we could see a rejection back down here to that $38 $38 to $39 just to retest it to make sure that's a area of support now instead of area resistance. But that's what it's looking like for tomorrow. Let's take a look at the EMA ribbon too. Let's look at a higher time frame just so it's more relevant, right? We had the bearish flip here on the 21st of April, and now we're just trading here, and the EMA ribbons are confluent with this descending resistance here, and we're going to be finding a lot of resistance in this area. That's where a lot of wicks have been happening. A lot of these bearish wicks have been being pushed through this price target, but we cannot hold that price for too long, causing this massive move back down here. So we opened, like just taking one of these wicks, for example. For those of you that are new, you know, I also do some TA lessons here, just quick ones, you know, but I might make some just videos separately just on them. But just here, just for those that don't know, this green candle here, we opened here at this point at $36. We came all the way up here to $39, and then ended up the price being sold, so we ended up closing at $37.21, and this was all happening on the 4-hour chart. So within 4 hours, we opened at 36, went up to 39, and closed at 37. So huge wicks to the upside like this are bearish because the price got up to here to $39, but we could not hold that price, unfortunately, and got pushed back down here to this resistance that we've been seeing. So that's what's looking like from our price target would be if we create this double bottom, making $38 support. We see $43 in the future, but if we do end up breaking the support, $32, and then ultimately this this red line here at $29, and back down here at $28 for our support box here at the bottom. Now let's take a look at RIOT. RIOT, in the similar fashion of this double bottom, we see the same thing happening. But we do see some more significant resistance coming up in the middle here as RIOT approaches this golden pocket here at $41, and we do see that double bottom here forming, right? And we also see it forming on the RSI as well, right? We can also make patterns on the RSI, and if we break this neckline here at 50 on the RSI, we could see that move here to the overbought territory. So let's take a look here. We are finding significant resistance here at the golden pocket, which we drew from this swing low to swing high, right? We've just been trading within these Fibonacci ranges, and we see our retest of this golden pocket, but we are not getting any price to stay above the golden pocket, which is very crucial here. Since this is the 4-hourly chart, let's zoom in a little bit more. As you can see, perfect confluence with my support box here. We broke down, tried to retest the area up here, ultimately closed a couple 4-hourly candles. Sorry about that. All right, so we closed a couple 4-hourly candles here, trying to make our price through this AMA ribbon, but ultimately only got wicks to the upside. Price got pushed back down, found our second bottom right here, and now we're continually to retest here this 38 to 39 $40 region. If we do break this resistance box at here and then create this as support at the $40 range, we can see $48 in the near future to retest this upper descending resistance of this falling wedge here that we've been printing out. So big resistance coming here for that $38 to $40 range for RIOT, and we do see that we are creating that double bottom here on the RSI, and our volume is decreasing here. So a big move definitely coming in the future, especially with the volatility of Bitcoin. Right now, it's been fluctuating between 57,500 to 56,900 to 57,200. So we are trading in that upper range. So Bitcoin does want to break out. Very soon. So be on the lookout for that. That's why these miners are at very crucial points, because if we do not get these W patterns printing, we could see some more continual downside happening. So our price targets, if RIOT does go down more, would be $33.28. Then here testing the bottom of this descending support line at $30.58. Those are my two price targets for the bear scenario. The bullish scenario would be $41, $43, and then ultimately $48 to retest this upper descending support or resistance. Now let's take a look at SOS. SOS right now is trending at $4.27. Made a good move today. The only Bitcoin miner that's green on the NASDAQ. So made a move of 5% today. Pretty good move. And we are starting to see some green volume candles here. So that's a very good thing to see. Look, we got our first green volume candle here. Descending volume happening this last couple of days, and then now we're starting to see an increase. We saw this nice uptick here on the RSI. More buying pressure is happening right here. We're finding support on, actually, if we zoom in here on the 4-hourly, we've been hugging this resistance here, which has also been confluent with our EMA ribbon that's been flipped bearish. We've been finding a lot of resistance in this area, just getting the price pushed down to this fib level here, trading between $4.67 to $3.90. We find this nice wick to the upside, but we are seeing these candles having the price pushed down here. We opened up at $4.04, came all the way up to $4.71. So let's look at that move real quick, just from the bottom to the top. That was an 18% move today. That was crazy. So we're starting to see a lot of buying volume come in, but we are seeing the EMA still acting as resistance here. But we are seeing a double bottom being printed here as well. We are seeing this W pattern right here, bam, lower low, higher low. Our price target would be, if we do break through this, coming here would be from the neckline, which our neckline at this moment is $4.67. And we would break to the upside here at a price target of $5.58. And now let's take a look at another fib retracement level just to see where our resistance would be coming from right now, making this move from the downside and moving up. Let me turn off the EMA ribbon real quick. So I'm just going to take it from my swing high here all the way down to my swing low. And we are finding resistance at that golden pocket. As you can see here, let's zoom in. These are 4-hourly candles, by the way. Let's take a look at the 1-hourlies. But yeah, so we did make a nice move, right, from our bottom here all the way up to our the very top of our swing high here at $4.72. Got the price pushed back down. We tried to make support here on our golden pocket, but we ended up not closing enough hourly candles here, and we saw a quick rejection back down to this lower 0.5 fib level, which is pretty good thing to see too, because once we get a bounce off the 0.5, it is more likely that we're going to see continual price action. We're going to see the price continue in the upwards momentum. So that's good to hear, good to see. And if we look at the 4-hourly as well, we are seeing only wicks here coming to the upside, and actually our bars are closed exactly before below this fib pocket of the 0.618 to 0.65, right around $4.37 to $4.40. So our fib retracement levels are acting very accordingly here. We need to break this area here at the $4.40 mark to see our next price target here to the neckline at $4.72. But it is still looking very bullish for SOS now that we're actually seeing price come out of this descending wedge that's been happening for the last couple months. So we see a lot of fluctuation, oscillation in this price here. And now we're seeing some momentum to the upside, and we're starting to see a lot of volume. So that's a very good thing to see. SOS is still looking bullish. But that is it for this video. Remember, don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications as well to be notified every single time I post a new video, especially if you really want to keep updated with these Bitcoin miners. I know they can be very frustrating to see where the price is going, but hopefully this video has brought you some insight. And don't forget, like and subscribe. Don't miss out on any important updates on this. And that is it for my video. Peace out.